Big X the Plug and Post Malone Cold. Let's talk about it.
Experience a membership that backs what you're building with American Express Business Platinum. Enjoy complimentary access to the American Express Global Lounge Collection and a welcome offer of 200,000 points after you spend $20,000 on purchases on the card within your first 3 months of membership. American Express Business Platinum. There's nothing like it. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum.
How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Reviews Season 11. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Guys, we got a really good episode for you today. An actual banger-ass episode. Let me tell y'all something. Big X the Plug, Post Malone on the same goddamn track. What is this, Christmas early in 2025? Goddamn, Lord goddamn mighty. You know, let me tell y'all something. I love Big X the Plug. I love this guy's music. The way his rapping is, it's just so entertaining. Always gets stuck in your head. Big X the Plug is fucking like that. And then you got Post Malone, who dropped, in my opinion, one of the best country albums that I reviewed last year. So you got these two guys coming on here going fucking crazy. Hey, we got a pretty good combination for 2025. And this is actually kind of binding genres together. You know, you have the country elements that are really baked in here, but you also have the moments where, you know, the hip-hop and the trap stuff comes crashing back, which is pretty cool. You know, I really love a good fusion of genres. And when you have those elements really mixed into there, really sounding really good, that's going to make me really want to listen to the song. So let's get into it, starting off with Post Malone on here with the hook, because he's already in the beginning of this. And it starts out kind of that country-type sound. You know, you got the guitars that sound pretty good on here. I'm liking the drums. I like how they kind of wait to kick in once we really get into the song, but I really love that guitar. I like how it's kind of that, you know, it's that guitar that has multiple switch-ups. And I think Post Malone really sounds his best when he's on these type of instrumentals.
Meet the computer you can talk to. With Copilot on Windows, working, creating, and collaborating is as easy as talking. Got writer's block? Share your screen with Copilot Vision to help spark inspiration, and use Copilot Voice to have a conversation and brainstorm ideas. Or maybe you need some tech help. With Copilot Vision, Copilot sees what you see. Let Copilot talk you through step-by-step guidance so you can master new apps, games, and skills faster. Try now at windows.com/Copilot.
These instrumentals actually got some life to them when they got something going for them. That's what makes this really great to listen to. It really just adds to the vibe. And I really do love the elements of country, you know, and then you got the rap elements. I really love that mix when you can do it right. You know, back in the past when I used to talk about this type of music, you know, when it's not done well, I think it can be some of the worst music that you'll listen to in your life. I will just be honest with you. But when it's actually done right, done with some care, like this song right here, that's when you're going to have a really good time. And I really do love this hook. I like the slight vocal switch-ups that Post Malone does on here. Having some good, powerful vocals on the hook. Having a nice, pretty flow, too, which sounds pretty good in my opinion, which is awesome. So I really do enjoy this hook, and I really do enjoy this instrumental. But one of the things that I really do like about this instrumental, too, which we'll talk about even later, is how, you know, it fully opens up. You know, I'm thinking this is just a basic-ass country instrumental. That's what I'm thinking when I'm listening to it. And then I check out this song, and it's just like, damn, it is nothing like this. It is just fucking complete goddamn heat every fucking time. I mean, Lord goddamn mighty. And I like how it opens really up. You got multiple guitars, you know, going fucking crazy, adding those kind of rock elements that are kind of baked into there. Those drums kind of crash in and just fucking go crazy at the end. I even hear some fucking fiddle. Even hear some good old country fiddle that's doing its thing. And it's like, man, this is a really good in-depth country instrumental, which I'm honestly quite surprised this would have so much depth to it, have so much textures, have so much things that you can really pick up on as you're listening to the track. I really do enjoy that about this song. But one of the things that I do like is Big X the...
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. Stop waiting around for the perfect candidate. Instead, use Indeed sponsored jobs to find the right people with the right skills fast. It's a simple way to make sure your listing is the first candidates see. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs have 4 times more applicants than non-sponsored jobs. So go build your dream team today with Indeed. Get a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Plug. We'll talk about his first verse because he actually has a couple of verses on here which I do like. Starting off with his first verse, I really do like the flow. I think BigxthaPlug comes on here pretty nice. I do like the slight vocal, and slight flow switches that we're also getting from BigxthaPlug here, which is nice. I really do enjoy this first verse. It's nothing crazy. It's the typical BigxthaPlug sound, just kind of slowed down for this type of, instrumental. But I like how that instrumental kind of switches to those drums, those 808s get going, and you're like, all right, this is fucking fire. I'm really enjoying this goddamn song. So I really do enjoy that. And I do like how BigxthaPlug comes on here again. And I like how, when Post Malone comes back on the hook does sound slightly different. You actually got some drums, you got some really nice background vocals from Post Malone that are really cool, and it kind of feels like a whole, like, somebody's like in a circle, doing some like fire pitch shit, and they're kind of clapping together. That's the kind of feeling that you're getting when you're listening to that second rendition of this hook, and I really do enjoy that. I think it just makes it where instead of feeling like a copy and paste country hook, you actually got a hook that is slowly building. As the song goes on, more elements are getting added as the second rendition comes on, as the third rendition comes on, as the bridge comes on, etc., etc., etc. When you have a hook that can really build like this, really add something, it makes the listenability, it makes the streaming of this song even greater, even more value to your ears, because you're like, man, this has got a lot to it. This is fucking active. This is constantly adding, new stuff to keep this song sounding fresh and new. There's no moments where I want to turn this song off. I want to keep listening, because when that second rendition comes on, I'm like, oh shit. And then you get this second verse from BigxthaPlug, which completely kind of shifts the whole entire song. We get that second flow, and we get a bit of faster flow from BigxthaPlug, which sounds really fire in my opinion. I like how BigxthaPlug comes on here, just adding some really nice flow switches. And I really like that kind of like fast kind of chopper flow he kind of does. He kind of switches up when he does these type of instrumentals, which sounds really good when I'm listening to the song. So I really do enjoy that. So you have really good couple of BigxthaPlug verses on here. And then you get that final bridge to lead to that final hook. And I'm surprised that there's even a whole ass bridge from this song. And then we transition. I don't know why the fuck I said those two words together.
No one should have to choose between their own safety and their pets. But nearly half of domestic abuse survivors delay leaving because they can't bring their pets with them. Purina is helping to create more pet-friendly domestic violence shelters through the Purple Leash Project, so survivors and their pets can escape and heal together. Visit Purina.com/purple to learn more.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
But I fucking did. And you have those moments where you're like, oh shit, you have a bridge that's, slowed the song kind of down. You're like, all right, the song's kind of slowing down, kind of losing heat right now. I'm liking the vocals. I'm liking how Post Malone's sounding on here, adding some good vibes. And then we get that total switch up. That switch up comes in. And that's when you have, the top vocals, Post Malone doing his thing as he's been doing with this hook. You have a really good, active, fucking country rock instrumental that's just going completely off as you're listening to this. And then you got Post Malone in the background going fucking insane. I mean, this man's singing his goddamn heart out. This man's fucking going goddamn crazy on here. As the fiddle's going, the fiddle's hitting those high notes. Post Malone is fucking hitting those damn high notes, going crazy in the background. I could imagine, if you're recording this, if you're Post Malone, this is the moment where he's kind of on his knees and he's just fucking singing, just singing his goddamn heart out, which you really do get on this song, which is pretty cool, pretty goddamn fire. You know, I remember when Doja Cat tried to do this, and, you know, Doja Cat doing this, it wasn't really fire because the problem was the background vocals were a little bit too low, and they're a little bit too low, but you still kind of hear them, but then you hear these terrible top vocals that are overlaying it, covering up that sound. This one right here, this song right here is a good example of how you do this right. You know, when you listen to Doja Cat trying to do this shit with the 80s sound, well, this is how you do it if you're doing a country sound. You know, you got those top vocals, but you're not, you know, making your background vocals seem like you're in the background. You're turning that shit up. You're making that one of the main stays of the goddamn song, which is pretty cool in my opinion. So overall, guys, when we talk about this song, when we talk about BigxthaPlug, Post Malone, Cold, this track right here is fucking fire. I mean, goddamn. Oh, I saw this on the promotion for Twitter. You know, I was looking at the promotion.
In Walmart's Huluville, everyone ready their cart. Amazing Black Friday deals are about to start. Online and in the app, such great deals to explore. Everything you love from tech, toys, and more. The days to save and the ones to remember. It's only the 25th to the 30th of November. Set your alarms. Don't miss out. These deals are epic, without a doubt. The Who's are all ready, but are you? Walmart Black Friday deals await. Who knew?
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. Enjoy comfortable rooms and friendly service when you stay with Hilton instead. Save up to 25% this season when you book with Hilton. Hilton for the stay. Terms apply.
Hi, I'm here to pick up my son Milo. There's no Milo here.
Who picked up my son from school?
Streaming only on Peacock.
I'm gonna need the name of everyone that could have a connection.
You don't understand. It was just the 5 of us.
So this was all planned.
What are you gonna do? I will do whatever it takes to get my son back.
I honestly didn't see this coming. These nice people killing each other.
All Her Fault. A new series streaming now only on Peacock.
With new, gentler scented Clorox disinfecting wipes, clean finally smells as good as it feels. On everything from lamps to ceiling fans. Even on your kid's toy shark. Oh, ouch. Clorox disinfecting wipes. Now available in crisp lemon. Find it on Amazon. Clorox. Clean feels good.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso. Gift magical mornings with Nespresso Virtuo Pop. Compact and stylish, Virtuo Pop is made to meet every morning coffee craving. From espresso to coffee, hot or iced, at the click of a button. And celebrate the season with Nespresso's limited edition coffee flavors. Sweet almond and hibiscus, cinnamon and candied tamarind, and festive double espresso. Magic in the making. Shop the holiday gift collection exclusively at Nespresso.com.
I was like, man, you know, is this going to be fire? Is this going to be ass? I don't fucking know. We're going to goddamn see. But yeah, this song's fucking fire. I really enjoyed what I checked out today. Overall, I'm going to give this song a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, guys. Did y'all love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow. Turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. Because, guys, we got a lot more content coming out. We actually got a whole ass marathon we're going to be doing pretty soon. Right after this review, we're going to kind of take a detour and do a little bit of a pop marathon. And then we're going to talk about some other stuff there in the week. So make sure you follow. We got content coming out every single day. And I will see y'all later. You have a good one. Yeah, guys.